welcome to Hurricane Mills, Tennessee for this 39th annual AMA Amateur National Motocross Championship. It is the Monster Championship Finals here at Loretta Lynn's. Rodney Tomlin along with Megawatt Matt Watson, and of course we roll into our final, I believe this is our final second moto of the week, and we set the stage for our third motos and begin to crown champions here today. Megawatt Matt Watson as the 65cc 10 and 11-year-old class takes off. Manuel Dumeas taking the early lead, the whole shot if you will, on board the number 72 in the 65 10 and 11 class. The rider to watch out for and the rider to beat, though, is going to be the 93 Minnesota, Florida's Seth Dennis on that Orange Brigade KTM.
Yeah, not exactly sure where Dennis came through. Wasn't able to get an ID on him right there, but I can tell you, Manuel's trying to put that whole shot to good use right now. He's got that number 72 Husky up there in good position. I'm not sure if he's relinquished the lead or not right now. Holy cow, lost track of him right there in the trees. Some of these bikes looking the same right now. There is the number 2 machine working his way through, and let's see, I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, that's Canyon Richards, and he got second in the first moto. So Canyon a little bit buried in this one, Rodney, not getting the start he needed, that's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you, the second motos and especially third motos, starts are very critical. You know, we talk about gate position picks and things of that nature for that first moto, and some of these riders able to redeem themselves and get the better picks, and then sometimes they still don't get the start that they're looking for. That's the amazing part about Loretta Lynn's. 42 of the best riders across the lands making their way down here to this Dude Ranch for this race. So any little hesitation, any small thought of pause, it could cost some huge dividends, especially on the start, and then you've got your work cut out for you. Speaking of work cut out for you, these guys cutting it around this racetrack right now, and look at the work that is going in on this first lap of racing. There is that number 2 you're talking about, as we said, buried a little further back in the pack. He's going toe-to-toe right now with that 75 machine. I believe that was 75. Might have been Manuel. Now, Manuel hadn't dropped that far back, but
he's dropped back. I'm looking, actually, our leader, it looked like the 27 machine.
That is Vincent Way.
Vinny Way. Yeah, Vinny Way.
He took third place position in moto number 1. And as we said, look at that. There's the 72 Manuel Dumeas, and that is the number 2 machine, just ahead of your early leader and the whole shot award winner, Canyon Richards, trying to work his way through the pack right now. As we look at it, it is Vinny Way, Seth Dennis second, Kate Dudney third, Manuel Dumeas in fourth, Canyon Richards now up to fourth around the number 72. Richards, as we said, was fifth at the end of lap number 1. Cole Bleck in 6th, Michael Cuarda in the number 7 spot, Aiden Zing in 8th, Mason Finney in 9th, Grayson Townsend rounding out the top 10, then 11 through 20, Jimmy Brown in 11th, Deacon Dino in the number 12 spot aboard the number 5. He should be a top finisher this year if the number is any indication. The 79 Max Shane in 13th, Mason Rayner the 71 in 14th, Carson Wood the 16 and 15, Chadwick Nauer is 16th, 17th, the 94 of Kevin DePino, 18th, the 51 of Jet Kellogg, 19th, the 31 Kane Bolasina, and Austin Camden, the 19, rounds out your top 20. This top 20 report being brought to you by your friends right there. And of course, Rocky Mountain ATVMC.com reminding you, get ready.
Now here we go, switching it up again. Last time around on that first lap, I had the 27 and the 72 side by side back in Storyland where the pass was made. But right now, looks like Vinny Way giving up that number 1 spot. It's going to be the 85, I believe, this time around.
Mercy, big change is taking place. No,
Vinny's still out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, where do you see an 85?
I'm trying to see, got mud all over those numbers, and I couldn't even identify it. Must have been 81 I was looking at coming through here.
Yeah,
so
that's it. Vinny Way, Seth Dennis, 1.5 seconds separating the two. Caden Dudney in the number 3 spot. Canyon Richards now 4th. Mercy moving up through the pack. Dumeas is in 5th. Cole Blecka in 6th. Cuarda in the number 7 spot. Zing followed by Dino and Mason Finney rounding out the top 10. as a child. You see, yesterday, I keep saying these types of things, you know, watching these kids, these guys grow up and come out, and they've got their own kids out here. Just pretty exciting, no doubt about it. Checking in now with our leaders as we wrap up and work on lap number 3, coming off of the big sweeper turn out there across from the Monster Energy viewing deck, Megawatt Matt Watson. We've got ourselves still, I think, a lot of changes that we can anticipate here on lap number 3, as these riders are not done putting themselves in position at this point. I think they're trying to get it, but nobody's ready to settle, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, settle's not a term these kids understand by any means. And here comes our leader right now, the number 27, Vinny Way. But you got to look, last time around, Cade Dudley, the number 40 machine, he set the fast lap by 1.5 seconds, Rodney, okay? Now, Vinny Way now into the 210.9, 210.6 for Cade Dundee. So he's still one of the faster riders, but he set the fastest lap by quite a bit on lap 2. Obviously, Vincent Way got the pit board about that. Seth Dennis still in that 3rd position with a 2:13, and there comes Canyon Richards again. Canyon Richards turned a 2:11.9. Manuel Demeas out there, he's got that number 5 spot. He's got a lock on it. He's running a 2:12. He's got about 4 seconds ahead of Cole Black and Michael Quadra. He's in that number 7 ride. Aiden Zing in the 8th position. Deacon Dino in 9th. And Max Shane rounding out that top 10 right here in race number 29, our 65cc 10 to 11.
Last Moto 2 before we begin sorting out the champions here at Loretta Lynn's race 29 on the racetrack. The 65 10 to 11-year-old riders, 3 laps down. Vinny Way still in command and control. A 3rd place finish in Moto number 1. Canyon Richards back in the number 4 spot on the number 2. He finished 2nd in Moto 1. And your Moto 1 winner, the 93 of Seth Dennis, running in the 3rd place position. So we start doing the math. 1 and 3, that is 4. Vincent Way, 3 and 1, that is 4. Canyon Richards, a 2 and 4 is 6. So right now, if things were to stay the way they are, and I don't necessarily expect to see that happen, but it would be a tie between Way and Dennis going into the final moto. Not taking anything away from Caden Dundee, but what I'm saying is Seth Dennis, man on a mission, but at the same time, Caden Dundee appears to be on his own mission today as he's holding tight and running some of the faster lap times himself. Actually, the fastest lap time of the moto so far with a 2:10.388, and he backed that up with a 2:10.6.
Yeah.
So it's consistency that we're seeing out of the number 40 of Caden Dundee. He took a 5th in Moto number 1. Obviously looking for a little redemption here in this 2nd moto as he fights to put himself in championship contention.
Yep, there goes your leader again, and that's exactly what Dudley's doing. He's fighting, man, and he's going to get himself in that position.
So Way, Dudney still out in the number 2 spot, and Dennis checking in 1.2 seconds back, another 6 seconds back to Canyon Richards, who's consistently in the 2:13 range. He did have just under a 2:12 at a 2:11.9, but that 2:12, 2:13 range is what we're watching Canyon Richards roll through in this 2nd moto, the 65cc class. 2:12 also back there. Manuel, your early whole shot award winner, is rounding out the top 5. Then 6 through 10 is Cole Blecka. Deacon Dino in the 7th place position. Michael Quadra in the number 8 spot. Aiden Zing in 9th. Max Shane rounding out the top 10 after 4 laps of racing complete.
Interesting point there. That number 93 machine, Seth Dennis, fast lap now.
Yeah.
2:10.3. Hey, man, that guy found a 2.5 or a 2.2 over the 2 guys ahead of him right now, sitting in that 3rd place on lap number 4.
Well, he's going to have to if he wants to position himself in control of the championship right now. 3rd place, as we said, in the 2nd moto, at least at the moment. But a win in Moto number 1, if he gets past Dudney, that will put him in the driver's seat as far as the overall is concerned. He'll have a 1-point lead. Now, looking at it theoretically, you know, the way Moto breaks down, this, that, and the other, it might not be that big of a monumental lead, but what it is that mental thing that you're looking for. He's got the mental edge. He's got that 1-point lead, which gives him the confidence.
That's right.
And it also puts those other folks in a little circumstance and situation of behind by 1 point. And if he can keep those riders at that position and maybe thinking about it heading into Moto 3, it might make things a little easier for him because he might be able to psych him out over the course of or so.
And what you can't do is rest on that or relax on that.
No, not at all.
That's absolutely the opposite way of thinking of that.
Here it is. It's tightening up. Dudney is feeling the pressure from Dennis as we head into this final turn now, heading toward the finish line itself.
Dennis made the move.
Yeah, Vince Way only 2 seconds ahead of this battle that we're watching right now. Dennis and Dudney checking in now, and it looks like Seth Dennis has made that pass, as you said, and now he looks like he's laying chase to Vincent Way. It just took a little while. 2:10.124, that's the fast lap. Seth Dennis turning that. He was 2.8 seconds behind Vincent Way. Vincent Way turned to 2:10.4, so you can't take anything away from the speeds that this young man's turning, but now we've got free and clear racetrack between Way and Dennis, and you know you've got the excitement and the adrenaline pumping for Seth Dennis right now as he sees within reach that #1 position, which he is programmed to try to achieve.
Yeah, and this is a full-length moto for these guys, okay? This is 20 minutes. You see on the clock, there's still 8.5 minutes left in this thing, Rodney. And when you're talking about 2:10, there's 3 laps left.
Yeah.
Okay, in this thing.
There most certainly is. Way, Dennis, and Dudney 1, 2, and 3, and that gap shrinking between first and second for this battle for the lead. We have eyes on Dudney out in the Storyland, the far reaches. Again, nearly 3 seconds was the gap when they came by the finish line. You look at that as they head out of Storyland.
Wow.
Now, I have to think that that gap is shrinking quite a bit on Nick Way, and of course Seth Dennis hammered down, and here they come around the sweeper turn, a hard left-hand turn over the mountain now and into the twisties. Vinny Way, Seth Dennis, Caden Dudney not far behind as well as we hit this first step up and over, and it is still Vinny Way over the Kawasaki Camelback. Look at that. Seth Dennis airing it out, closing up ground and real estate as we head into this sweeper turn now, and the gap continually shrinking as we're watching. Witnessing it happening right here.
Holy cow, look at the real estate up right there. Oh, turn by Vinny Way, though, man, really put the power down. But you can see him along the road cheering both of these riders on. Seth Dennis got a big down there along the fence, and I can tell you, he's the man on the move right now. 2:09.503, fastest lap of the race. Coming on lap, chasing your leader, 1.1 second.
Wow, hungry he is, and 1.7 seconds behind as we head by the Yamaha Mechanics area into Whole Shot Forest now, heading toward that big option line we got there, the anthill, heading into the short shoots now, and still Vinny Way with the advantage. Seth Dennis in that second place position. Again, you start doing math, 3-1 is 4, 1-2 is 3. Seth Dennis kind of in control as far as the championship is concerned on the points race end of it, but he wants to be on the in control of the middle end of it as well. So he's going to continue to work on Dennis here as this lap progresses. They work their way into Storyland now. Vinny Way, Seth Dennis, the 93 and the 27. Now again, Dennis on the 93. Here we go into the Storyland. And on the far reaches, look at this. There is Vinny Way. Vinny Way now, and the gap not much different than it was a lap ago. Is that Caden Dudney that has pulled up behind these guys as well? There's that lap traffic. If that's the case, Dudney's made up about 4 seconds on this lap, so I'm going to assume that was some lap traffic back there that was right behind Seth Dennis.
Look at this race, Rodney.
Man, talk about rising to the occasion. Vincent Way has done just exactly that. I think someone told him, hey, Seth's coming, so he starts digging deep.
Well, he saw the pit board, no doubt about it. And when he came through that time around, it looks like he's picked up a little more ground.
Dudney we saw going by there on the number 40 just a moment ago. Canyon Richter still back in the number 4 spot, and Cole Blecker rounding out the top 5 leaders right in front of the announcer's tower around the Polysport Pond, now into the Bermuda Triangle. Close Dennis to Vincent Way this time around.
Dennis goes inside and ate up half of the lead right there in one corner.
No doubt. Lap times as we wrap up lap 7, 2:10.891, 2:09.831. That pulls us to within one more second, which takes us to .677. That is right at the half-second mark as we round the billboard now in front of the Yamaha Mechanics area into Hole Shot Forest, our first of our option lines. They both go out wide, swinging it through this Hole Shot Forest area. The anthill, both riders using the inside hump into the short chutes now, taking that hard left-hand turn, the turnstile. And so we have affectionately deemed that particular term. Yeah, folks, it don't make sense, but hey, that doesn't matter. Into the
not here.
No, it don't matter. Into the Cometic Gaskets bowl turn. Into the 10 Commandments go your leaders. Vinny Way, Seth Dennis, 1 and 2. Another 5 seconds back, Caden Dudney. But this half second is the one that we're trying to keep an eye on in this battle. It looks like it's actually starting to, what's going on here?
Did Way pick up that much time?
Or did something happen? I'm looking out there, and I lost him on the track. Lost him on the track, and now we look up and we see the 93 on screen. There's the number 40 now of Caden Dudney. That would be your third place position if I'm not mistaken.
Last time around he was.
Yeah, so just making sure that nothing happened to Vincent Way.
I'm taking a look out here, Rodney. He should be out here in front of us.
Yeah, at least
exactly
on our RacerTV cameras, we're not following, and we don't see him on that so far. So we may have a new leader out there. That was only half second, and I lost him after they went through the short chutes into the 10 Commandments. They went behind those trees, and I don't know what happened.
I think that was, okay, I think this is our race right here coming, Rodney.
Okay. All right.
Off of the beach.
All right, there they are. RacerTV finally picking up our leader there now. Now we see what's going on. He has amassed the, has he dropped off the second? That's the big question right here. Checking in with 8 laps complete. Now that's the issue I think that we've got going on. Maybe some changes going on.
He's picked up some time.
Wow, he has. He actually slowed down to a 2:11.488, a 2:12.958.
Dudney into the second spot.
Dudney in the second spot.
That's where the shakeup came from.
That's where the shakeup happened. That's where we need a producer on mic right now. 93 in third place at 8.1 second position there. Canyon Richards back in the number 4 position. In 5th place, it's Cole Blecka rounding out the top 5.
Wow, I got to tell you, some shakeups there. And like you said, that 2:11 versus that 2:12 and then 2:26. So Dennis obviously fell over. Obviously got stuck or fell over or something. So interesting. Lost those two guys somewhere there. And holy cow, when you take a look at Dudney and Dennis, both of those guys looked identical on that bike. And I don't know how we lost that one, but we did. That's for sure. Not sure how we lost that, but apologize on that one because that was a big move. And again, Vincent Way with that 2:11 opened that gap up to 7.25 seconds. Rodney's going to make his way down to the podium as the white flag is out right now. Wow, a lot to talk about on this one, Rodney, as we lead our way into the first of the third motos coming up next. That's going to be our 125C, first of our championship rounds, kicking off here in about 10 to 12 minutes. Final lap here, race 11, or race 29, 65cc, 10 to 11. And there he is, Vinny Way coming around one last time up and over Mount Yamaha through the twisties there. Back into the infield, working his way around the Polysport Pond, and the number 27 machine on fire here today. And there he is inside. Whoa, little bobble right there. And Vinny Way going to put this one on lock, coming through the Bermuda Triangle one last time. Goes really wide, trying not to tangle with anybody, and makes his way through some lappers. And that did the checker flag come out? Did he not see it? Or is that the
it's
flag?
out. It's out. He's off.
All right, thought he was going to take a victory lap there. So I see riders starting to see riders pull off, but I'm not sure that Way actually realized.
Yeah, Way's already made his way down here, man.
Good deal. Thank you. All right, very good. Yeah, coming up next, race number 1, 125C, going to start handing out the hardware. Championships on the line coming up. Going to be lots of cheers, lots of tears. I can promise you that one. Sounds like we're getting things set up down there, and look at this. Getting that podium underway down there. Great shot by our RacerTV guys. Capturing the essence of these riders right after this moto. Holy cow, that's a great shot right there.
Yeah, the essence of it all, my friend, is the hard work, the look of...
fist bump right there. Love it.
All right, heading down here to the podium now. Anyway, getting himself all ready to go here. How about it? Moto 2 win, Vincent Way! Dude, you got yourself some gold. You put yourself out front. You were not going to be denied, even under the pressure applied. Take us through that moto.
Yeah, it was a sick moto. Got off to a great start with my Dunlop tires, and then got out front and just held my own race.
They're coming toward the end of the race. It looked like Seth had your number, man. He pulled it within half a second. What happened out there that you were able to lose him?
I don't know. I just
didn't even know he was
bike behind me, and then I couldn't. So I think he went down. But a great battle.
There you go. I like that. Didn't even know who it was. Didn't know what it was. Heard it. Didn't hear it. That's the way to race and race forward, Vincent. Who do you want to say thanks to?
Answer Arma, Pro Taper, my grandma and grandpa, Nani and Boppy, and Carrie's, and everybody else.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Vincent Way, Moto 2 gold here at Loretta Lynn's. All right, down to second place, I believe we've got Caden Dudney to pull up to the podium next. And Caden certainly riding a very solid race here in Moto 2. Actually, Moto 1, if memory serves me correct as well. So we'll bring Caden up next as he gets his Moto Silver.
Nice job.
Anyway, exiting the stage. And Caden, wow, dude. Man, way to put in the laps, put in the time out there. Great moto. Tell me about it.
It was good. I got off to a good start. Seth ate it on the second to last lap, and I just rode my ride.
There you go. Was able to put yourself in that position. You rode a good, solid, strong race. Who do you want to say thanks to?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, my brother, Scott, Altus Motorsports, Lynx, Nost, Motor X. Yeah. Everyone else, thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Caden Dudney taking second place and the silver here. And our third place finisher, I believe, was that Seth Dennis, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get our third place finisher up here. All right, Seth. Seth's got the story to tell, I believe, here, man. That was the story of stories. Rode the wheels off his machine, kept his hopes alive. Put your hands together with a Moto Bronze, Seth Dennis. Seth, dude, man, what a ride. That was a lot of fun. You making some passes. You had to work your way up. Got right behind Vinny there toward the end of the race, and pretty spectacular stuff. What happened, bud?
I got to a decent start. Not the best I was looking for, but still good. I was like 5th or something. Came around the first corner. I was feeling good. And just kind of rode and passed. Caden Dudney passed me, and then I passed him back. And then a couple laps later, I took the front end, and then he got back around me. And then I was just trying to make up time.
Well, you did a great job, man. Way to salvage the day, salvage this championship with a third place position finish. Who do you want to say thanks to?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Tyler Rattray, Nathan, Ramsey, Hope, Orange Brigade, Dunlop, Twisted, Scott, Nost, Alpine Stars, Asterix, and everyone else I forgot. Thank you.
There you go. Seth Dennis, ladies and gentlemen, taking home the Moto Bronze. And our Whole Shot Award winner, the Stasic Stability Cycle. And our good buddy, Mr. Dumais. Congratulations to you. Tell us how you got that one, ripping whole shots there, buddy.
Well, I just, when I got off the gate, I double clutched it. I don't know if that made it better, but so I just shifted some gears, looked beside me, didn't see anyone, and I just kept it wide open and just continued my race. But at the second lap, my bike started losing power, and it caused it to lock up, and I got DNF. But
you're pretty satisfied with the second moto?
yeah.
I mean the start anyway, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a lot worse. You're healthy, you're safe. It's a good week. Well, Manning, I tell you, outstanding performance so far. You've opened up a lot of eyes, and I'm sure there's a lot of folks that are proud of you, and I'm sure there's some folks you'd like to say thanks to.
Yeah, I'd like to thanks to Pax Racing for his awesome bike, Malcolm Smith, NOS suspensions, Shoei helmets, Alpine Star, 1%. Alpine Star, 1%, Booster Max, and everyone I forgot. Thank you very much.
Manny Dumais, ladies and gentlemen, taking the whole shot in the 65, 10-11 race 29, and the stage is set. Our first race for Moto number 3 getting set to